welcome to the CompuBox Academy. The crowd is buzzing for this one here tonight. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
You tried to give me this.
It's Roy Jones Jr. And they'll be facing this bout. A lot of trash talk. So here we go. Should be a good one. Missing with the hook. Can you believe it? Roy Jones Jr. is on the back foot now. It appears that the moment of trouble has passed, at least for now.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
And he scores with the counter. Who's willing to go where the other fighter won't? Misses with the straight left. Beautiful counter punch. What a pleasure to be in this unique environment. Every seat has been taken for tonight's match.
So hot, so heat. There's a roof on here. You don't understand it. When you're working, when the noise is there, the pressure's on, you're thirsty, you're sweating, and you're getting under. You're on the side of a beating. This kid knows fire on him.
Good counter punching. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Roy Jones Jr. in trouble. Just one punch away from getting the momentum back.
What caught sleeping on the job? What you do, you step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Roy Jones Jr., believe it or not, may want to take a knee here. And apparently no rest for the weary. Thought about taking a breath, but instead, they're in there throwing bombs again.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
How about that time counter shot? You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Roy Jones in that last round. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in and say something special. This fighter There's the bell for round two. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
He got out of the way of that right hook. The straight right just misses. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. He threw a punch and just got countered. If you're a counter puncher, then basically you do the counter attack. You let them get their punch off first, and then you answer in kind.
Counterpuncher is my favorite kind of fighter. A good counterpuncher, they're the people that make their history of our sport.
Catch and shoot. Looking to land the hook.
match. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Tarver in some serious trouble. Didn't wait too long to get back and get engaged.
Bean Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Nice looking right hook, but he blocked it. When you're fighting a counterpuncher, you want to bait them in to throw first. Make them think you're going to throw a punch so that they exchange.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little trick you do. So you've got to fight a counter puncher smart.
His stamina is off the charts. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Roy Jones in that last round. He is down big time on the scores.
You know, I've been in fights like that.
On to the third. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Blocks that right hook. He's putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. Tried to score with a jab. Nice job blocking the hook. The jab doesn't quite connect. Good counter punch. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
Real good back and forth between these two fighters.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
They exchange punches. That jab won't score. Nice counter shot. And he misses with that straight left. Might want to think of holding on here for a minute. Can't connect with that right hook. Well done with that counter shot. That's another scoring shot. He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. Perfect counter shot. Tarver in some serious trouble. Let's talk about Tarver in that last round. We'll see how much endurance these two fighters have.
There's a lot on the line here.
There's the bell for round 4. How much is left in their tank after last round?
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
Those counter punches have to hurt. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Beautiful counter shot. We've seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use training.
There's a counter shot. Nice counter. Nice counter shot. Through the straight left, but it won't score. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. That counter shot lands. You can see the heavy breathing, but that's not slowing him. That's a lot of swelling. The referee taking a good look at it. Is he going to stop it? A little bit of a surprise here as the referee says we can continue. Both men step back for just a moment. A perfect counter lands. Nice counter punch right up the middle. You'd like to see more jabs. Punch, counter punch. I think it's safe to say one of these fighters certainly has a significant speed advantage. You can tell who it is.
This can be so frustrating when you're under such a fast fighter that can throw 3-4 shot combinations before you've even let one off. That creates frustration, and that's when it gets hard.
The only fear you have with this fighter is has he punched himself out? Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Tarver in that last round. Stamina is always an issue. On to the fifth we go. Not sure these two fighters can keep up the pace we saw last round, but you know they're going to try.
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
His stamina is off the charts. You've seen all the famous boxing movies, the training scenes, the gym work. That's what it all boils down to. Who's going to have more endurance?
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
Can you believe it? Roy Jones Jr. is on the back foot now. Didn't wait long to get back in and get engaged.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
A lot of effort being exerted here. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. That counter punch caught him clean. with just 10 seconds to go. He wondered how good his chin was, but no one's chin standing up to that shot.
I've got to see that again.
Talk about Roy Jones in that lap. On to the 6th round. They barely survived the last round after 2 knockdowns. Let's see what happens here.
2 knockdowns and you're coming back from that. That's near on impossible because your head must be all over the place. Your legs would feel like jelly. What can they tell you in the corner? All they can do...
I don't know. I got to take another look at that.
I need to see that again.
Apparently, it's going to take more than that to keep this fighter down.
The corner need to think nice and sharp. They know their fight. They know what their fight is capable of doing and what their fight can and cannot take. This is going to be a tough decision to make.
How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this that can seriously hurt you?
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
Good counter punch. They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. Point, there's no doubt who's won this round so far.
The corners must be so happy. Down to a T, play the plan out to a T. If they can pick up momentum and do this over and over and over again, they've got it.
Well, they're going deep into the gas tank on this round. Seen so far from these 2 boxers, Johnny?
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when they're in the ring with fights like that and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
Incredible work rate. Roy Jones Jr. in trouble. Gloves up, the guard high, paying dividends as it seems that moment of trouble has passed.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once, they know they can get caught again.
Total domination with 10 seconds to go. Imagine seeing this punch coming and not being able to do anything about it.
Where did they...
Talk about Roy. Here we go. It's round 7. And there's the bell to start the round. Counter lands. Straight right just misses. What heart, what desire, but stop it. This fight is over.
Time was of the essence, and it was a matter of time when this happened.
Another TKO win here, Johnny. What's next?
What's next? A TKO makes it so confusing because you think, what would have happened if the fight carried on? These guys are going to have to do it all over again.